Okweje Bielson. As in, Niniola always giving them a run for their money.
I love it.
All that hotness.
She's amazing.
Before.
She's actually amazing.
Okay. Before Japan says it a third time, it's time for Truth Syndrome Monday. Today being Children's Day, we're asking, have you ever doubted whether your parents gave birth to you? And if so, why?
Well, ladies first.
No, go.
Have I ever doubted? To be honest, I mean, I grew up with love, lots of love. But there was this particular day, I had a sharp mouth. So I just said something to my mom, I can't remember, and I was walking away. And that's when my mom showed her javelin skills.
Hey, wait.
Just took her shoe. Poof! And the thing, I don't know how the thing curved and came and hit me right here in my leg. And I was just screaming. In my mom was like, is this woman my mother? But yeah, it just shows that African mothers, you see that throwing skills, they never miss. If they throw it, it will touch you. There's no
it will touch you.
But yeah, that was the only day. I've always grown up with love, so I never for once doubted. But yeah.
So, yes, I've had doubts. And me, growing up, I used to be this very energetic kid. I had too much energy, so I was always looking for where to expand it. So even when I go to the parties, I was always coming home with gifts and everything. So there was this particular day I was restless, and then I can't remember what I was doing, and then, you know this, the table set where we have the CD player, the TV, all of that, and the speakers. I can't remember what happened, but on that fateful day, I broke one of those glasses.
Beautiful.
And then I went to sleep because I knew that when they come back at night, I was going to face judgment day. My mom and dad came back, and now me even go crazy. Welcome. They say, who broke it? Oh, they didn't even notice because we had swept it.
Yeah.
So it was the next morning my dad was like, what happened here? I said, I don't know. My sister said, they don't know. Everybody was now looking at me. I was now looking at my dad. Next thing he said, you, what happened? It's you that... I don't know when I knelt down and started begging for my life because I know that I'm going to chop koboko the way my dad beats me. I said, Daddy, But in my mind, I was asking, is it really my father? But apart from that, we understand that African parents will always discipline their kids, and it has actually helped a lot of people to be disciplined. But at the same time, it has also traumatized some people on the other hand. So everything has its own...
I mean, it does have its ups and downs, but it's just one of those funny memories that when we look back on, we'll be like,
yes.
Sometimes when you do yourself, you will know that you do yourself.
Before.
So there was this time, there's this guava tree, I think I've said this story before. There's this guava tree at the back of our house. I used to be there. So my mom used to tell me, don't climb when nobody's there. I'm not here. I love to climb. I was watching Jungle Boy that year.
As monkey now.
So I climbed up in the afternoon, hot afternoon. Then I was wearing glasses.
Hey.
So I climbed up.
Don't tell me broke.
I was feeling the fresh air. I was feeling like I was in the jungle. So the next thing I don't hear, pa.
The branch snapped. Please tell me the branch.
I saw myself for like a few microseconds in the air, flying.
You're flying. Wow.
I was flying in the air. I just felt myself face down on the ground. You know what happened? I just stood up. I went inside and I slept.
That's what you call a touchdown.
I did not tell anybody.
Before. Before. That's what you call a touchdown. Like,
But I mean, there's definitely
a lot of stories.
Moments.
See how you're having memories. See, Mama
Now that I'm thinking about it, definitely. What else again did I used to do as a child?
So there was this little cupboard that
your confessions are coming out. Mommy, are you watching?
So no, this one they already know. We used to play hide and seek in my house, me and my sisters, and I was the best at hiding because you would seek me, you would get to where I am, you will not find me. So everyone knew all my hiding spots, and then there was this small cupboard we used to keep undies and lingerie back then. So I took everything, stuffed it into a bag, put it under the bed, and squeezed myself into the cupboard and shut it. I had forgotten that the cupboard you have to open from outside. Hey! It was at a point, they had called my name. I slept off, woke up. I realized that time had gone. I started screaming for when they opened it. I begged my sisters not to tell my parents, but they still found out later. But nothing happened because they were thanking God for life.
There was one time. There was one time. No, this one, I think it has happened to everybody. My mom used to have a shop, right? And it was a restaurant.
Yeah.
So it was just all kinds of... she was the one that started it before I took it. It was called Ethic Bites back in the day. You know, like the ethic culture and then bites. So people used to come to the shop and give me money. You know, young boy, well done. They will give me money. Take this money. And it's my mom that collects the money every time.
Hey,
buy pepper soup for him, give this money. My mom will collect the money and keep it. Till today, I've not seen those monies.
You don't go now?
Every time I ask, are you not eating in this house? Where is the food that you're eating coming from?
All the times that you say, Mommy, I want ice cream, I want chocolates, where do you think the money is coming from?
I did not ask for chocolate, I did not ask for
now you, they sponsor all those your treats where they get to. Nobody send you. It's your money, you have spent your money.
I think that's where trust issues started from.
Exactly. Especially all those small money that they used to give you. They were a piggy bank, but then it turned out that they were a piggy overflow because it was overflowing.
We are their investments.
Exactly.
All right, and that's our truth after this break. We'd also love to hear from you watching. As the phone lines will be open, we'll be checking out your Facebook and X messages. We are at TVC Connect on X and at TVC Entertainment on Facebook using the hashtag
eSplash on TVC.
We caught up with some of our friends at an event. Let's find out what they have to say.
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
My parents even doubted if they betted me, or sometimes, you know, because my dad would be like, if you don't look like us, I wonder who gave birth to you. But no, I've never doubted that my parents gave birth to me. They are my parents, my mom, my dad. I look like them, and, you know.
One of those moments when I have wondered if my parents are actually my parents, I'll just say my mom, right? She's very strict. She's a core disciplinarian, and she disciplined me at every little time. So one day I was just like, and why I actually thought that is because my dad is so sweet. I don't think my dad ever flogged me.
There was a time I told my mom, I think I'm going to have a DNA test. I don't look anything like them.
Yes, I have. Okay, there was a time I sneaked out for a show. I was supposed to perform, and then my dad, they're both late though, so they never supported, especially my dad. He never supported me. So I'm always sneaking out. So the day I came back, the day he beat me, the way he beat me that day, like, I was actually pushed to ask, how do you wonder, are you sure you gave birth to me? Because you're beating me like a thief.
At some point, yes.
At what point?
Get one beat where my papa beat me. Okay, there was one scenario that happened, and I came back late, and this man beat me shege. And I had to ask some people, I need to confirm if this man is really my father. And at the end of the day, you know, it was when I get older, then I get to appreciate those stuff.
Yeah, I remember that was way back when I was a little younger then. My mother beat me, but, you know, that kind of beating, I was like, is she really my real mother or what? That kind of meeting was so terrible.
So I think it's pretty normal for, I think every Nigerian has experienced that before. Okay, in my own case, I'm the only boy and I'm the last born. So I felt I was going to be spoiled. I felt I would be, you know, but that wasn't the case. I mean, my dad was stern. My mom was very strict. But, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't doubt that I grew up to understand. Well, yeah, I mean, there were a lot of trashings, a lot of beatings. There was this moment, I had a bicycle when I was young. So, you know, normal, don't go out. I went out, and my dad's a doctor. So before he commenced treatment to treat my injury because I fell while riding the bike, he decided to first beat me silly. And then after that, he now, you know, did his stuff. So apparently, probably because he was a doctor, he knew that it's nothing much. So,
but it's a normal thing for everybody, though. You know, while we are young, you know, when they are treating us somehow, we get my point. But it's all about upbringing. So there was a point in time that I feel like trusting that these people that then born me, you know what I mean?
There were times, while growing up where I had to doubt if truly they were the ones who breastfed me. Because the way they will beat you, it's just like your daddy is taking out the frustration of the country on you. You did something that is not even worth, too much lashing. He will beat me. I mean, he has beat me before. I saw my great-grandfather, whose picture I have not seen before. I'm telling you, this is not a joke. Because he will tell you that if I beat you this evening, you will see people that have died before. I thought it was a joke until I saw my great-grandfather.
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
That you see your great-grandfather whose picture you've never seen.
Beat the guy seeing ancestors.
Person where you never see in picture.
He turned Black Panther. You know that Black Panther?
Or like Lion King when he goes to the meeting.
I mean, but we have some messages quickly. Let's read your messages on social media.
Yeah, so before we go on, if you're just joining, we asked the question, have you ever doubted if your parents gave birth to you, and if so, why? So I'm on Facebook, and Felicia Akeke says, yes, I've also doubted if my mom, she doesn't let me and my siblings rest at all. In fact, we can sweep the home 1,000,000 times till she will shout, oh, sweep this place, Seth. It's not neat. Come back and sweep it. Queen Temi Oyevade says, yes, I have doubted it. My mom is a disciplinarian. She doesn't take rubbish at all. She disciplined us, me and my siblings, accordingly. Maybe slap, night beating. Wow. Or kneeling down for hours. So I feel she's too strict on us. And maybe she's in my real mom. But today I'm grateful I have the best mom ever because those disciplines have shaped my life positively. Meeting different people daily make me realize how uncultured I could have been if not for my mom. Tim Tokwedo says, yes, my mom and dad were separated since childhood, but my stepmom do maltreat me a lot. So I had to call my mom one day when the suffering was too much and ask her, are you really my mom? Like, because if she was the mom, why would she leave her there to face all of that? Okel Woyemisi says, yes, every time, because the beating from both was way too much. Oluwaferami says, yes, so, because the way she beats me sometimes, and you go think, say, na war, but all na lesson, sha. Thanks, mommy. But, mommy, you beat me, gone. So do you have more messages?
Yes, I do have messages on X. Raphael Yam says, yes, there was this time I misplaced my secondary school results. So when my dad got to find out that my results were missing, he sent me out of the house to never come back without the results. So he got me thinking it was my biological father. He said, you deserve to go out. You deserve. Amov says, this happened to me personally. The way we were beaten while growing up was different from the way my younger ones were beaten. And sometimes they don't get beaten at all. Sometimes makes me wonder what really changed, but it's for the best. Kalipaka says, good day, gang. Question is, have you ever doubted whether your parents gave birth to you? And if so, why? As for me, Mr. Kali, yeah, sometimes, especially the way they talk and treat me. I'm just coming back from traveling. Love you, my lady.
Oh, we love you too on eSplash. Let me just take this last one before we go. This one is very important. Priscilla Aro Shafe says, I was beaten even on my birthday. I can't think, say they miscarried me for what, but got to know late. So they had no choice but to take me home. Chai, mo jekini kon egbani, 3 mouths koboko.
I mean, before we go, there's actually a survey that was done in the United States, and they said Nigerians were one of the most disciplined people and also well-trained, well-behaved people, and educationally as well, we're also one of the most advanced people in terms of education. And this also boils down to the fact that it's the way we're brought up. So I mean, it's also a plus for us at the same time.
All right, and on that note, we say thank you so much for tuning in to the show. Happy Children's Day still, and I did it with Small J and myself, Baby Cat, in the building. Bye for now, guys. Making it at 12 tomorrow for eSplash, okay?